Good evening, everyone, and welcome to yet another very informative session. We'll be, disclosing a lot of information in today's session. Make sure you tune in till the end. And today we'll be talking about Karan Johar's untold story, as well as Salman Khan is having sleepless nights. What exactly is the reason for that? So we'll be discussing about that, as well as many more interesting stories for you. Welcome, P. Welcome, Dina. So welcome each and everyone who's tuning in live, as well as watching this in your free time. Uh, Friends, if you do like our content, make sure to hit that like button and share this video with your friends. So this is over to you.
Good evening, friends. Welcome. And welcome, Lena. Welcome, P. And Meenaji, I love your shows. Thank you so much. You always make my day. Really nice of you. Now, friends, talking of Salman Khan. Now, see, you remember when we were kids, to silence us, usually our grandparents used to, frighten us by saying a monster will come if we do not sleep. And in each state, there will be one sort of, monster. In Kerala, they used to call it Kuti Chatan. So this is the same feeling we get when PR says Salman is coming in with a new film. All we say is that spare us this torture. We don't want him coming back. He's become so old, you know. And now that he's coming in a new movie, I was just watching some, glimpses of his dance with Rashmika. Now, if you will notice that this man now doesn't move at all. It's like the chorus. The people behind him are actually, moving his leg. He can't move at all. He's become that, old or, not flexible. I don't know what it is, but he can't dance for nuts. And they still make him dance. So this is something, it is going to be a torture. We all know that. And with regards to the news, yes, Jerry, go ahead and tell us what is happening in Salman Khan's case.
Yeah, so Salman Khan and Rashmika Mandana, the latest film Sikandar has released a new song, and apparently it is directed by A.R. Murugadoss. And so, what is the latest is that producer Sajid Nadiawala has made a big deal with for the theatrical rights of for the non-theatrical rights of Sikandar. And a source said that Sikandar fetched 165 crores for the digital satellite and music rights. The post-theatrical streaming rights of Sikandar has been backed by Netflix for 85 crore. So now you can see that even the satellite rights for this film has gone to ZTV for 50 crore and Z Music Company for a price of 30 crores. So already, the film is not even out yet. They have already struck a deal with all the OTT platforms, the satellite TVs, and the music, partners, because they, have to recover their, the cost of making their film and the huge salary which they have to give to the likes of Salman Khan and Rashmika Mandana. So this is we'll be discussing about this in detail. That making Bollywood films is no longer viable, and many producers, directors are going into huge losses, and that is what is really happening. Welcome XP, welcome Fennel. Yes. The young actresses are dancing with men of their father's age, says XP. Yeah, that has always been the case.
Yeah, absolutely. Yeah. So moving on to the next story, we're talking about what we spoke about yesterday, and that was how Chava is being promoted by the PR and how they are attacking anybody who criticizes it. So you can imagine the amount of money that has been spent on the PR to hush up any negative voices. Now, if you still are not convinced, we've been running this for the last three sessions, telling you how they are trying to use reverse psychology. And now what they have done is they have also asked some of the BJP, people, as in I saw Tejinder Bhaga say, "Oh, Arey, Aurangzeb did this and this. Now, suddenly, how did Tejinder Bhaga, who was in Big Boss with Salman Khan, remember Aurangzeb is my question. Okay. So the brief is very clear. Anybody who speaks on this will get a lot of cash. Now, if you guys don't believe me, let us go on to an interview that took place in with regards to this thing in Al Jazeera. Okay, so let's go to that story, Jairif, because that's very important that we, uh, you know, move to that point. So perhaps you could just start off and then I'll take off from there. I'm just trying to get the story.
Yeah, so coming to our big story on Karan Johar. So now, as all of you know, that in October 2024, Karan Johar's Dharma production was gearing up for the Hindi film Jigra, and so he had a lot of expectation that it is going to be a huge hit. And after this film, Dharma's net profits had gone down so much from 1.2 million dollars to $68,135 a year later, and the managers and directors were not paid for months. And Karan Johar, who inherited his father's production house, was in talks to sell 50% stake, and we know that it went to Adar Poonawalla. And Jigra, a thriller set in Thailand, had almost cost total 800 million rupees, which is $9.2 million, and it starred Alia Bhatt in as one of the leads. And Dharma did its best to maintain the illusion that Jigra was going to be a hit. And a few weeks before the release, there was so much of PR activity and stuff. So this is what Karan Johar, he was sort of really really in a huge mess, and Adar Poonawalla had to bail him out. And 4 days before the film's release, Karan Johar issued a statement to dear members of the media saying that henceforth Dharma would not hold pre-release screenings of their films, typically held for critics a day or two before a film's release. And it was a very big blow to the growing legions of YouTubers, vloggers, and influencers who have taken to reviewing films on social media. And Johar was telling them that he was no longer going to pay for positive reviews. It is an open secret in the film industry that 70 to 80% of the reviews are paid reviews. A senior executive in Yash Raj Films, he mentioned that paid reviews are very much part of the business as any other business. And
Okay.
yeah.
Yeah. So I'll just take on from there, Jay. So I just want to connect it to Chava also. So friends, what we had been speaking about for the last few days, ever since politicians have been taking up the Aurangzeb debate, and Bollywood is also trying to push it, and everybody, including all this Jaipur dialogues and all that, they are all hunky dory over Chava. So now everybody knows that Vicky Kaushal is the husband of Katrina Kaif. Okay, and these are the fixed marriages that we have seen. There's nothing natural about all the weddings that happen in Bollywood. So there is something very, very they say about it. So Jaidev and I have been doing a lot of research on this and finding out what exactly are the Chhawa people trying to do. Okay, so what they have done is they've used the reverse psychology to tell people who are in the opposition, you all protect Aurangzeb. Okay, Aurangzeb is Akshay Kumar, right? And Hindu Bhakts will protect this one, Maharaj Shivaji. So that is Vicky Kaushal. So Vicky Kaushal and Akshay stand for Hindu and Muslim, right? So if Muslims speak, then Hindus get angry, and if Hindus speak, Muslims get angry. So now the whole fight is over Chhawa. Now, how does this movie become so important is the question we've been asking. Now, this Jaidev has found this very brilliant interview in Al Jazeera where they speak about what is exactly happening in Bollywood. Al Jazeera spoke with more than 20 film professionals, critics. We have been talking about this, but now Al Jazeera has taken it up. They have spoken to 20 film professionals, critics, PR executives, and social media reviewers who confirmed that paying for puffery and hype is the norm in Bollywood, and struggled to name films that had not paid for reviews. So if you go back, on hindsight, if you look at Pathan, Jawan, All these movies which they said made, went into the 400 crore club, made millions and all that, is all bullshit. Okay, so now this is also being proved by Al Jazeera, though I don't believe in the channel, but they have done a very, very good interview, and when they do good things, we should appreciate them. So most agree that the reviews can't turn duds into films, but said the reviews can boost or shrink a film business by 10 to 15% in the first week, especially now when reviews go viral before a film's release. Producers and actors pay for the positive reviews in the hope that they will create a word of mouth effect. Film marketing is holy grail, and carry the movie in the first week. There's a menu card, literally. You pick what you want, and there's a rate for everything. The Yash Raj, films executive said, pointing out that his was probably the only production house that didn't do pre-release screenings and does not pay for reviews. Now, Al Jazeera accessed some of these rate cards sent to producers and filmmakers by the PR and marketing firms engaged to handle a film's publicity. These include the fees charged by some of India's top news organizations, entertainment portals, trade analysts, social media reviewers, and content creators. Now, see, friends, this has all come out in the open. So, we are talking about none others than news organizations, entertainment portals, all this Pinky Villa, blah, 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 Bollywood and all that, and trade analysts, or all those people who puff up the numbers at the, yes, Tarnadash types. Then social media reviewers, all these, Ranveer, the Beer Biceps gang, and the content creators. So these are the people who get paid for it. Now, most offer a range of services and package deals for positive articles and social media posts. Deals can be struck for live tweeting about a film from the cinema hall on the day of its release. Just look at how cheap they are, giving it a high star rating and a glowing review, and making it trend on social media with hashtags and memes. Now, producers can also opt for 3 to 6 month long packages to create a buzz about a film before and after its release. In these deals, everything from the film's poster, its trailer, songs, and box office predictions gets talked about and is made to trend on social media. Now, if you compare it to what is happening with Chawar, this is exactly the formula that they've used. Because even if I see 4 or 5 scenes of Vicky, as Maharaj, Shivaji Maharaj, he just sucks. He can't act for nuts. Okay, he's another male Alia Bhatt, is all I can say. Now, moving on to the deals for paid articles with established media organizations, some entertainment portals, and a few well-known trade analysts are formal, struck in advance, and can cost anywhere between 5 million rupees to 50 million rupees. Deals with established media organizations don't usually include film reviews, but there's often a softening of tone in the bad ones when deals are stuck. Or as everyone in Hollywood loves to say, negativity was managed, which means people who say the truth are managed. Now, deals with influencers and some individual critics are often cash only and are negotiated around film previews. The lower the excitement about a film, the higher their price. But lately, some cracks have started to appear in this business model. So far, production houses have chased social media critics and influencers, flown them to Mumbai for previews, put them up in hotels, gifted them iPhones, and paid them to write positive reviews. But more and more people spring up every week, and now it's got to a point that if you don't give money to some of these guys, they will start spamming your film. It's complete extortion, a film director said. This was the experience for Dharma Productions as well. With its finances already bleeding, the harassment and extra costs had begun to pinch, and the company decided that it was time to put a stop to it, a source close to Dharma told Al Jazeera. Now, Jigra was released on October 11th. So you can take it on from there, Jerry.
Yeah. So as all of you know now, this is quite shocking revelations. And Jigra was released on October 11th, and it was mostly negative reviews and trolling what happened with regards to this film. And Dharma Production tried its best to influence the influencers. It maintained the deals with established media houses. On the social media handle, it publicized the posters with high star ratings from those media houses and reviewers. The very posters that Karan Johar admitted in public are kept ready before a film's release. So a lot of positive among the few positive social media reviews, one stood out, and it was this handle called Crick Crazy Johns. It's a cricket crazy influencer handle with more than 600,000 followers on X, and he charges up to 30,000 rupees per tweet. So that is his charge, and he tweeted, "Jigra is the game changer. Alia Bhatt shines. The emotional roller coaster is a must watch." So he was paid a lot of money for tweeting positively about this film. And Jigra's producers even bought theater tickets to create impression that people were flocking to cinema halls. But the total business was so small that it didn't make a difference. And this is what Raj Bansal, a film distributor, told Al Jazeera. Jigra flopped, barely recovering one-third of the cost. Some put the dismal performance down to the fact that it was a horrible film, but for others, Jigra's fate reinforced that the belief that Bollywood was now hostage to the Frankenstein it had created. This is karma calling Girish Johar, producer and trade analyst, told. The very production houses nurtured, pampered, and patronized these so-called film critiques. These people with no relevance, no experience. Bollywood has been struggling for the past 6 to 7 years, as most of the ambitious big budget films have flopped left and right. So a lot of people who want perception to be managed to do these kind of things. The entire ecosystem makes money, not that it changes the film's fortune in terms of the box office. And also YRF doesn't do that. YRF doesn't pay for reviews. That's what they say, because then good money chases bad money, and once you play the game, you are in that game. And it was finally when Karan Johar sold a 50% stake in Dharma Productions to Adar Poonawalla, and for 10 billion rupees, $116 million. So that is the fate of Bollywood.
Jaidev, yeah, in fact, not only does the movie suck, Jigra, also the fact that, see, Alia is gone. She's disappeared. Now nobody is offering her any films, which means that Mahesh Bhatt doesn't have any power to flex his muscles. Otherwise he was flexing his muscles and making everybody, just like Vasuli and all that, they were paying, to make sure that Alia Bhatt was getting roles. Now this girl, this 5'2" girl, is not getting any roles. So now she has started cooking sessions with her mother. And that too, there also she sucks because she doesn't know cooking. So she's just like Farah Khan's, help. So both of them just keep on joking rather than cooking. But Akshay Khanna playing, okay, yes, I'm corrected, yes. So also back to the fact that
by the way,
so now,
sorry, Akshay Khanna, after a very long time, he's getting film roles in Bollywood. That is very surprising indeed, right? Because he was not very successful in Bollywood his career. He had only few notable performances like Dil Chahta Hai with Amir Khan, if I remember correct. After that, not much notable performances from him. And one thing is for sure that Al Jazeera has done a good job in this particular case. And we have always discussed about this in earlier sessions of Candid Nina. And now you can see that it has been proven left and right. And
also, Jaidev, yeah, I have a question. See, for example, now we're talking about, the kind of hype, everything that Al Jazeera, whatever you have spoken about has come completely true. You remember when it was the Sabarmati Express, okay? Everybody was, lifting Ekta Kapoor like a medal and saying nobody has made a better film on Sabarmati. We know the connections. And what is the reason why she got this importance? But my question to you is that, why did Netflix, they have not shown it, have they? Has anybody seen Sabarmati Express in OTT? If not, why has it not been put on OTT is my concern, because it flopped big time in the theatres. So has Ekta Kapoor given up on that? So this is something I want to really know. What has happened? So these people hype it to such an extent, and in the end it fizzles out.
Yeah, so one more point I would like to say is that Bollywood is like the Congress party, right? They grew arrogant, and they paid journalists to write only good stuff about them when they were in power. And now that the public have, dragged them to the streets, now, they are really, really suffering, right? They are like a sinking ship. So it is very similar the Congress party and how Bollywood as the industry has gone down, especially after SSR's death. So now you can see that so many trade analysts, so many mainstream media, so many YouTubers, they have been paid very heavily to just say few words of positive reviews, for the films. They are given expensive gifts. They're given five-star hotel stays. They are given, maybe holidays, luxury holidays. So all these things are very normal, and that is why
Here,
yeah.
Jagdeep, yeah, one point that I want to raise is that, see, but channels like us have never been offered any money, to give any positive reviews, which means they are very careful about touching certain media. So you understand. So they are very careful because they know that their game can be revealed at any time. So they are careful about certain media and journalists. So this is also something, very, very important. Now, Rajalakshmi says,
Yeah, also,
KG,
yeah. So, yeah, sorry. One more important point is that the cost of making films in Bollywood is tremendous because they have to pay, certain superstars, more than 80% of the whole cost of their budget of making that particular film. And 60% of the film's revenue comes from the theaters, the traditional theaters. So if people are not going watching the films in the theaters, they have to recover the money from selling it to OTT platforms and selling the satellite rights to television. So that is a very big lost game. And Karan Johar, because of that, he got very tense, and you could see that it is reflecting on his health as well. So he looks very, very pale, and he has lost a lot of weight, and it is because of this as well, because of the tension of his company, right? It's not doing well financially, and Adar Punawala had to buy his 50% stake, so that is also contributing to his physical condition from what it seems.
yes, absolutely.
So yeah, also one more important thing, friends, that Salman Khan has also suffered a huge setback uh, in this particular film. He is going to act in a future film, and that is with the South Indian guy Atlee, and they both are joining hands to in a particular film which will release later. And Salman Khan wanted a South Indian big superstar to also act in this particular film. It was either Kamal Hassan or Rajnikant, but both of these people, they were not interested, okay, in acting in this particular film. So you can see now Salman Khan is trying his best to cast South Indian actresses to act in South Indian directorial films, but he is not able to woo the South Indian huge superstar actors like Kamala Hassan and Rajnikant. So you can see that now people are not taking him seriously as they used to.
So Lena says South films should boycott Bollywood, otherwise these films will also do badly. And Milburn says, I feel Amitabh screwed up the prices in the film world by charging crores for just an act. And Vinny says, many Bollywoodians are consuming the same medication to pull down their weight. Yes, absolutely. And this is, the absolute truth. So,
Also,
friends,
sorry. One observation which friends is that in Republic TV, Arnab Goswami, right? He had this conclave of Republic TV, and you can see who is one of the special guests is Akshay Kumar, and that is quite interesting that now Arnab Goswami is interviewing key Bollywood people in his conclave. And so, will this affect him going after Sushant Singh Rajput's case, right? Because Republic is the only mainstream media to, pursue the Disha Salian and SSR case. But when he's he's inviting Bollywood people in his conclave, will that affect his investigation? Is my question. Bollywood is in crisis and deep down and dumb, but these Bollywoodians have such a huge ego that they will never admit and somehow be in limelight through cookery shows, YouTube blogs, and other things. Yes, Fennan.
Yeah.
So this is
So here
how,
also,
yeah,
while Fennel spoke on this, Jaydev, let me just touch on this point. I noticed that this Farah Khan, has gone with a diary list to, I'm sure, to Ekta Kapoor, because now she has started doing cookery shows with all the TV actors. So this list would have been given to her by Ekta Kapoor. So now for at least 1 year, she can do all the Ekta Kapoor actors and actresses. So this is everything. Everybody adjusts to each other, to make money in that way. So everybody is everybody's brother and sister. So this is a very, 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 very happy family that is Bollywood.
yeah.
Arnab always wanted SSR to get justice. Yes, but he now apparently business is coming more important to him. It seems, because now he has started weighing the Bollywood actors and actresses as well.
Yeah. So coming to the next piece of news, and it is quite hilarious that Anurag Kashyap has confirmed that he has left Bollywood solely because of the box office numbers, and he has said that this toxic industry, he's running away from it because they have become so unrealistic. Everyone is setting unrealistic targets, trying to make the next 500 to 800 crore film. The creative atmosphere is gone, and I'm leaving this industry, and he is moving to the south. I envy the South Indian filmmakers because it is difficult for me to go out and experiment. And where are my margins? I'm losing money. I'm like, you don't want to make this movie. So it is quite obvious that Anurag Kashyap has also realized that Bollywood is a sinking ship, and he's moving towards the south, and he's trying to find out what is the secret of the South Indian film industry, that they are making some good money there.
Yeah. In fact, Dina says Farah Khan has lots of subscribers, so she will now earn via YouTube. Now, here also, let me tell you a small secret, Lina. They can pay for subscribers. So, anybody who's getting, suddenly getting a lot of subscribers, they are paying for it. Please understand that they have their ways. It's just like this PR stuff that they're doing. In every way. Do you really think you can watch a Farah Khan cookery show? You can't go beyond 5 minutes. She's mocking everybody from the to the dog over there. And if there's an old lady, she'll make fun of an old lady also. So this is it's not a show that anybody will watch.
Yeah, Leena. So in Bollywood, if anyone starts a channel, they will get a good amount of views, even if that Bollywood actor is very, very small or is insignificant, because Bollywood people have good connects with people working in YouTube, and that is why their videos are going viral. Even the smallest, most horrible actor, his video will go viral. While the common man's video, when the common man is so talented and has 100% and like 100 times better than all these Bollywood actors, their videos are not getting recognized. They dance better, they can sing better. But why is he? Yeah, exactly. Why is YouTube not pushing their videos? Right? That is the question you have to ask.
Panel comes out with a nice one. Farah Khan is so cheap that she has entered the house of Big Boss contestants for cooking. And Lena says, I feel sad for her cooking. Yes, help, who's called Dilip. Welcome, Mitul. And, P says, Anurag Kashyap saying Bombay film industries, they are hypocrites, is laughable, as he is also one big fat hypocrite. Yes, absolutely. Yeah.
Yeah. So that's all the news for today, friends, and we will see you tomorrow once again. Until then, Jai Hind and Jai Shri Ram.
Jai Shri Ram.